January can be a very tough month financially for many reasons, including the holiday expenses, there's a lull in the job market, and of course the return of back to school cost. But by planning ahead and taking some of the proactive steps, you can ease the burden and set yourself for a financially secure year. Hello everyone, my name is Isaiah and I'm passionate about financial management and investment options as I believe everyone should have the opportunity to achieve their financial goals. I want to share my knowledge and experience with you, and I'll be making videos about everything from budget making, investments, saving money, financial goal setting, business ideas, and much more. If you're new to this channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Okay, let's now dive right into how you can survive this January on a tight budget, and also how you can survive on any other month or any other tough times economically or financially. One, budget and stick to it. Budget one, budget two, budget three. Budget or budgeting is the most fundamental thing in personal financial management, the PFM. Yeah, without a budget, really, there's not much you can do. You can be having a lot of money, but if you don't budget your finances well, not a lot will happen. So, what does budget help you to do? One, track your expenses. Two, track your bills. Three, track your income, whether passive or active. And what do I mean by active? Active, I mean this where maybe you earn the wages, the salaries that perhaps at your workplace, whether you are a formal or informal sector. That's now the active income. Passive, what do I mean? These are the side hustles that maybe you do. Maybe you have invested some money somewhere and they're giving you dividends and interest. So those are the passive. But then you need to manage them well. Have it written somewhere so that you can manage it well. So I have a budgeting tool that can help you, and more on that at the end of the video. Two, concentrate or focus on essential goods or essential needs. Well, this is not the time to go for fancy furnitures, the iPhone 15 of this world, like for the fancy electronics. Well, if you have the money, it's fine. I'm not stopping you from going for those. But if you don't have, or if you have limited, why do you need to buy like a big TV now when you have not paid for your child's fee? Really? Why do you need like to buy like a coach for a 7-seater when you have not bought for your child a uniform? So this is time for you to strategize, know what you need and what you want. At the hardest times, you should differentiate between wants and needs, or needs and want. Need is something that for your own survival, like food. You cannot go without food because you bought an iPhone 15 or just bought something else you don't need. And want is something that you can survive without. So just know which one is essential for you so that you don't go on a shopping spree and now neglect others. And also another thing is impulse buying, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you just walk maybe in a supermarket and then just buy things you hadn't planned for. At the end of the day, you are going to have like you are going to remain with very few finances, and this is going to be hard for you, especially at this hard times. In Kenya, it calls in January, which means the hunger month. And then three, review your subscriptions and membership. And what do I mean by subscriptions? Do you have a DSTV you're paying for? Do you have like a Netflix account you're paying for, or these other streaming applications? Do you have a Wi-Fi that you are paying for? Or membership? What do I mean? Do you have a membership for a gym, or maybe like a driving membership or a bike cycling membership? Any kind of membership that you have, do you have any of them? If you do, review them. And what do I mean by review them? Look at the cost and the benefit that you get. An example is Wi-Fi. Do you have a Wi-Fi that maybe has a higher speed or a higher Mbps? And do we need it at the toughest times in January? What you can do is perhaps go for a lesser one and reduce the speed, and this will help you at least save some coin so that you can use that amount of money that you have saved to pay for other things. So just review it. I'm not saying that you just like remove Netflix, DSTV, and maybe you go offline because you don't have internet. No, just review them. For the cycling, how many times do you go for a cycling or for driving or for a gym? Can you just review them Let's say like I'm going to cut a half or even a third or even a fifth of what I was paying. The money that you have saved will help you plug into perhaps buying other things. So just do a wholesome review, and assure you are going to find somewhere that you might need to save some money. And then number four, consider side hustle. And what do I mean by side hustle? This is a hustle or a job that is not your main one, or is not your main source of income. And what do I mean here? I mean, if you are in the formal sector, you're working from 9 to 5, maybe you can do some graphic designing, social media management, or just shooting videos like the way I am doing. Or maybe if you are in the informal sector, maybe you are a Mjengo person. When you are not Mjengo, what do you do? So having a side hustle help you to just earn more income, and the more the income the better for you, because this will help you pay for other stuff that you wouldn't have paid for if you didn't have uh, the side hustle. So this is something that you can really look into, and yeah, you can even start like this online stuff, and maybe get something out of it, the online writing, yeah, a lot of things. So you can really consider starting a side hustle. And then number five, making sacrifices. Yeah. So before you stone me, what do I mean by making sacrifices? I mean, are you a Java person? Are you a KFC person? Or are you someone who just go for this fast food restaurants just to have your meal? Can you make coffee at home and save that money which you used for going to Java? Okay. Can you make the chicken at home instead of just going to KFC? So look at the cost benefit. I'm not stopping you from going to KFC and all those fast food restaurants, but look at the cost benefit. The idea is to save a penny, yeah, and save as much as you can to cover for other expenses. So just do a wholesome review of what you can sacrifice on, and another one is on bus fare. In case maybe you always go somewhere, and do you need to go to town 3 times, or you just need to go there once, or don't go at all. So I'm not stopping you from going somewhere, but what do you need to do? Just do a review on things you can sacrifice on. And another one, which is now, which many Kenyans do, is just socializing, and you see meeting somewhere on a weekend, and you see just having some drinks. Now, can you sacrifice for this month, instead of going like out on Saturday and Sunday? I'm just going out for once. That's on Saturday. So that means in a week you have saved like the money which you could have gone twice. Now you are going once. That's a sacrifice you can make, because now it's tough times, and the tough people get going. So just look at what you can really sacrifice on. And then number six, debt management. Yeah, debt is something that many people, when they hear it, they fear that, hey, madeni itanimaliza. But now we are here to talk about debt management. How can you manage the debt you have? So even the government of Kenya have debt. Even the government of the United States have debt. Even the government of China have debt. So debt is something that you cannot really run away from it. So let's now bring it home. Now this is January, a tough month, and you have debt. What do you do? One, try to contact your lenders and just renegotiate the terms of the loan. And what do I mean by renegotiating the terms of the loan? One, if perhaps you are paying like 1,000 shilling each month, perhaps you can renegotiate, lengthen the duration, and then pay 700 or pay 600. When you pay 700, you have saved 300 for that month. This 300 can help you maybe buy for food for like 2 or 3 days, or buy for just something. Yeah. Now this is the smallest scale. Some people even pay like 100,000. Perhaps negotiate. You are going to pay like repay 70,000, remove the 30,000. This can even pay rent for you like for 3 months or 1 month, depending on where you live. Yeah. So that is renegotiating. At the end of the day, you are going to pay all this money that you are lent, but then you have lengthened the period so that it gives you some breathing space, so that the debt do not choke you. And defaulting on debt is something that's even the government of Kenya is still trying to, and most African countries have defaulted, like Ethiopia, Ghana. That is something that can really choke you. And if you don't manage your debts well, I assure you, utakuwa unakaa kama uone wazimu, unatembea hapa uko na madeni, hata una change njia. Ulikuwa na hii duka uko na deni, ile duka uko na deni, ile duka uko na deni. But then I'm talking about managing. All is not lost. Managing your debt. Then the second way you can manage your debt is debt refinancing. So what do I mean by debt refinancing? This is where you take another debt or another loan on a lower interest and using it to pay the loan which has high interest. So before you get mad at me like you're taking another loan. No, just hear me. Just recently, if you watch news, President Ruto, he suggested that he be given some loan, or he took some loan from the World Bank and IMF, International Monetary Fund, at 3%. And this money or this debt that he was given, he was going to use it, or he planned, at least that's what he told us. He planned to use it to pay the Euro bond, which got around 15% interest. So you see what it's doing is he's taking a debt or a loan for whatever matter at 3% and using to pay it a debt that's go for 15% interest. So at the end of the day, if he clears the one at 15%, he will only be remaining with the one at 3%. And the difference between 3% and 15% interest is so huge. And if you have taken any loan, even from a bank, commercial bank, or any institution, you know even 1% makes a whole difference. So you can try that. At the end of the day, you are going to pay less than if you could have not taken another loan to pay for the one that has high interest. And that is what's called debt refinancing. I hope I've explained it much easier. So that's something that you can really try, and it can save you paying a lot of money at the end of the day. So debt refinancing is also another thing. And then 7, seek support. And you can either do this by either knowledge from people who already like the financial advisors. You can yourself. You can maybe be reading books, journals, even watching YouTube videos like the one I'm making now, which you'll be watching. So this can help you just plan a wholesome view of your finance at this time. So now that we are here and I'm doing this, I'm a financial coach. You can contact me if you need any service. You can leave any question at the comment section so that I know that, hey, these are the steps that we are taking this January. Yeah. And on top of budgeting also, I have a budgeting tool as well as an Excel that is been developed. This can really help you just to manage your finances. I'll take you through how you do it. I just don't throw it to you and then just leave like that. No, I'll take you through one by one on how to budget. Budgeting is a tool, and not everyone perhaps know how to make a good budget. You can be having a budget but not a good budget. You need to have something that's robust and also responsive to the needs that you have. So I'll be doing that just on a small fee. So you can contact me. I'll leave my contacts in the comment section. But still, please let me know steps you have taken this January or any other month to just push you through. Please drop any questions you have and I'll be sure to respond to them. Please just leave a like. So please do that, and I wish you all the best as we push through this January or any other tough month you have ever had. Let's meet on the next video.